This week I had the opportunity to have not one, but two conversations on the same topic. And that is, should distributions or draws be added back to the cash flow of a business? And the simple answer is no. Why is it a no? The reason is a draw typically is pulled after profit is concluded to. So you have your revenue minus cost of goods sold, minus operating expenses, minus or plus other income and expenses equates to profit, net operating profit. And a draw or a distribution takes place after net operating profit. When we're valuing a business, we stop at net operating profit. And so by adding back a draw or a distribution to the net operating profit to arrive at seller's discretionary earnings is grossly overstating seller's discretionary earnings. So the reason why we've had this conversation multiple times this week is because, one, a business broker included it as an add back to arrive at the purchase price or the asking price of a business. The SBA lender hired Peak Business Valuation to value the business, and we valued the business and basically pointed out to the SBA lender, which the SBA lender had already pointed this out to the business broker, that, hey, based on the payroll summary reports, based on all the documentation we have related to owner compensation and draws and distributions, that the business broker was adding back a figure that is essentially not correct. You don't add a distribution to operating profit. You can add back a W-2 salary that the officer takes as compensation because it is expensed in operating expenses. So, yeah, needless to say, we came in under the asking price for that business valuation. So now the SBA lender has to have a conversation with the business broker, which they've already had once. The business broker said no, that they were still going to include it. And two, I put together a LinkedIn poll to get everyone's contribution that saw it and wanted to comment. And already over 80% of respondents said no. And right now, I think that 80% equates to about 40 people. So, and I'm very curious as to why 20% said yes, it should be an add back. So I'm very curious to see why. And none of those individuals are responding why. So if you are looking at a business to buy, one, look closely at the add backs. Understand why. Understand, like, if it's a distribution or it's a huge figure. Like, this was only an $800,000 purchase price, and this distribution was $100,000. That is a huge add back. You need to spend time digging into it, understanding why that's being added back, and if it is grossly negligent or if it is a true add back. So that's tidbit number one. The second reason why we had this conversation this week was because a business broker called up an SBA lender and asked the SBA lender, hey, can I add back distributions? And the SBA lender knew the answer, but still called me because we value businesses on a weekly basis, daily basis at Peak Business Valuation, hence the name. And ultimately, if the business broker is asking the SBA lender that question, the business broker already knows the answer is no. But they're just wanting confirmation from the SBA lender, because if it's yes, that increases the business broker's commission. So I basically provided an explanation as to why it's no, why it's inappropriate to add back distributions if we're all looking at profit and distributions are after profit. So yeah, fun week so far with business brokers and SBA lenders. When you're buying a business, selling a business, make sure that what information is being presented with respect to add backs is accurate and fair and reasonable for everybody involved, and does not inflate the purchase price. Because if it inflates the purchase price, then ultimately the seller's being misled, the buyer's being misled, and we as the business valuation firm get to be the troublemaker. We get to be the party that tells everyone, no, that can't happen. And it's fun. I love valuing businesses, hence why at Peak Business Valuation, we value 30 companies a week. So reach out to Peak Business Valuation. You can go to our website, peakbusinessvaluation.com. You can also give me a call at 435-359-2684. So enjoy your day and have fun buying a business or selling a business or trying to understand the value of a business, because it's truly complicated. Take it slow. You're not going to know everything. I've been doing this for over 10 years and I still don't know everything. I still learn everything. Well, I'm still learning new things every single day. And I own several different companies and they're all different. They all have the same goal of making money, but they're all different and they all have unique attributes and characteristics. Even within the same industry, they still have unique aspects and characteristics. So looking at transaction multiples, like, they're not always the best indicator of why a business like yours or the one you're selling or the one you're looking at buying should be that. So if you want to reach out, sorry, I'm making this longer. Reach out to Peak Business Valuation. Another short URL for our website is peakbizval.com. I'm pretty sure my team will put it in the show notes or in the link below. If you have comments, comment on YouTube. Reach out to us. We're always here to help. Our team is vast and we have great experience from being business brokers to being forensic accountants. Actually, I don't think we're forensic accountants. We just do a lot of forensic accountant work. And we have a CPA. We have individuals that have been doing business valuation for over 25 years, working with litigation, divorce, buying a business, selling a business, probate, everything you could think of. Reach out to us. We're always here to help. And if we're not the best fit, I will try my best to find someone who would be a better fit. So look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day. And sorry for the long video, but you're awesome. And I love talking.